Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's episode we're looking at another figure in the Indiana Jones Adventure Series collection. Stay tuned.
Good evening, Fräulein.
The bar is closed.
We are not thirsty.
What do you want?
The same thing your friend Dr. Jones wanted. Sure.
Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're looking at another of the figures from the Indiana Jones Adventure Series. This one is one of the other figures in that first wave, which we've already reviewed Indiana Jones, which I will leave a link down below in the description. And as you can see there are 5 figures in the wave. Indiana Jones is one of them. Arnold Toht, Major Arnold Toht, is the figure we're reviewing today. And the other 3 figures in the wave are Belloc, Marion and Salah, which I do hope to get hold of eventually. But it has been difficult trying to find these figures, certainly in stores. Game has them listed as being in stock, but they're not in any game stores that I've seen already. I've seen a couple of figures in Forbidden Planet. Smiths don't appear to be stocking them, and neither do any other kind of like stores or anything. So I did get this off Amazon. I got it for the price of $21.99, which is the retail price, so I didn't have to pay extra for it. Because obviously it was over 20 quid, it meant free shipping as well. So it came nicely packed and everything. And here is Major Arnold Toht, one of the villains from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, as you can see, this first wave concentrates on figures from Raiders of the Lost Ark, the very first Indiana Jones movie, released in 1981. And you have the build an artifact, which is to build the Lost Ark of the Covenant, which is there, tells you which pieces appear in each. And obviously, if you've looked at the Indiana Jones review, you see that that comes with the 2 seraphim that go on top of the Ark. A description, like an image of what this figure contains. So there are some accessories as well as Ark pieces. And again, it's in that lovely kind of like artwork style, the plastic-free packaging. It'll be interesting to see if, now that Hasbro have said that they're going back to the plastic packaging for Star Wars and Marvel Legends, I don't mind if they don't for the Indiana Jones Adventure Series, because I think the way they've designed these boxes is really, really cool. And in this instance, I don't mind this being plastic-free. Well, there you go, that's the packaging for you. So let's open up the figure and have a closer look.
I'll tell you everything.
Yes, I know you will.
Let her go.
And if you hear any snoring on the video, just as an aside, we appear to have been joined by my cat, Izzy, who has plonked herself on the side of my filming area and is completely oblivious to the world. However, she's getting on a bit in years, so she's 16 now. I wonder if she starts snoring and you hear it on the video, then it's I suppose it's better than a dog barking, which interrupted my Indiana Jones review video. Anyway, let's go back to the figure.
You Americans, you're all the same. Always overdressing for the wrong occasions.
So here's the inner packaging with obviously the build and artifact instructions. You have the accessories, including the Ark pieces that are in there. And again, they come in this lovely printed map kind of like tissue paper, which is really, really cool. And then we've got the figure here along the back. So again, in this lovely printed matte style tissue paper, which I think is a really, really nice touch. Absolutely do love that. So let's get the figure out. Oh, there he goes. That's him. And there his jacket. So first of all, one thing is noticeable. This guy is a very, very good likeness of actor Ronald Lacey. Now, Ronald Lacey was a character actor who, by the time of Raiders of the Lost Ark, had actually kind of like semi-retired from acting and become a actor's agent. And it was actually the insistence of Steven Spielberg that he wanted Ronald Lacey for the role, which obviously led to him appearing in the film as Toht, and then led to a bit of a character actor resurgence for Ronald Lacey into the 1980s, until his untimely death in 1991. He sadly died of a cancer at the early age of 55, which is quite sad. But yeah, he had a bit of a resurgence due to Raiders, which was really, really nice. One thing of note is that the face doesn't have that glossiness on it. The glasses are a bit clumsy, but doing glasses at this kind of scale always can be, and they do look a bit chunkier. And if you checked out the Harry Potter figure reviews from McFarlane that I did ages ago, the Harry Potter figure suffered from similar kind of thing. But obviously, I'm pretty sure there's some customizers out there who can do very, very more accurate wire-framed glasses. But there you go. It's great likeness. Interestingly enough, the badge on his lapel is completely blank. There is no printing on that because obviously he has a swastika, the Nazi symbol, on that badge in the film. And I think those kind of things aren't allowed on toys anymore. I'm pretty sure he had that symbol, or some of the Indiana Jones 3.75 inch range from 2008 when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out. I'm sure they had swastikas on their armbands and stuff then. But yeah, obviously not appropriate for a toy or an action figure in this day and age. So I'll just try and stand him up. He's just, he's not really standing. Come on. There we go. No, is he going to fall over? No. Lovely detail of the jacket, the nice leather jacket that he wears throughout the movie, and obviously the famous scene when he comes into the tent to stop Marion from escaping from Belloc, and does the whole, oh, there he goes, he's just fallen over. He does the whole like taking the chain out of his suitcase and it turns into a coat hanger. Great gag, and apparently that gag is reused from 1941, Spielberg's famous first flop, which was all about a comedy set to the events of Pearl Harbor. Who thought that would be a good idea? Apparently Christopher Lee, as a U-boat captain, does exactly the same thing. Now, 1941 is one of the few Spielberg films I've not actually seen, pretty much because it doesn't really turn up on TV or anywhere. No streaming services or anything like that. But yeah, so I've never been able to verify that, but apparently that is where that coat hanger gag does come from. So there he is with the jacket on, and obviously you're not really going to get much. There is articulation, you know, you can move his arms around. They're a bit restricted, obviously, you know, movement in the legs, you know, the feet as well. But you're not really going to have this guy in a kind of like dynamic pose. Interestingly enough, he does have a trigger finger, but I don't think he comes with a gun. So you'd probably say the coat is the main accessory there. So let's see if he will stand up even more now. with the coat on, give him a bit of extra weight. I'm still not convinced. I think he's probably going to fall over. There he goes again. Anyway, enough of that. Let's have a look at the accessories. Oh, I stand corrected. He does actually come with a gun. So we've got the 2 pieces of the Ark, which are in this lovely kind of like gold colour, which you can see there. So that's one of the side panels, and that's one of the end panels. And I think you click it into place like that, by the looks of it. So that would give you part of the Ark there. So I'll just pull that out for the moment, but there's the 2 panels of the Ark. Lovely shiny gold plastic, which is cool. A bit of a shame that that's got a bit of a blemish on it there, but never mind. Oh, that dog's barking in the background again. We have a pistol, which is a lot more detailed than the one that Indiana Jones came with. So I'll just give you that nice painted handle. So you can have him posed with the pistol, should you choose to. He comes with his hat, which is surprising really, because all the Indiana Jones figures who are hatted do not have the removable hat yet. They haven't done one yet in the range. We have a Temple of Doom Indy who's coming soon, who still has a hat fixed to his head. We have a Dial of Destiny Indy who again has his hat fixed to his head, isn't removable. And also you have a reissue of this Raiders figure that comes with the plinth that the Golden Idol stands on, as a kind of like a diorama playset. So again, that's another figure that does not have a removable hat, but this guy does, because obviously take it off. Now you put that on, and there you go. There's Major Arnold Toht. He was a horrible little man, wasn't he? So that's him there. Unfortunately, there's a bit of gold paint that seems to have rubbed off on the brim of the hat, which is a bit of unfortunate. And if that doesn't peel off, I can always try and cover that up with a bit of like paint or marker pen. But if it's on the underside, you're probably not going to see it. But it does appear to be on the front of the brim there. So I might have to just do a bit of a spot of a touch up. So a bit of a shame that there's a slight issue there. But as paint jobs go, that's the only issue we currently have. Yeah, he's not for standing up at all. We have another accessory, which is his Heil Hitler hand that he burnt when he was getting the staff piece from Marion. And obviously that's how they end up digging in the wrong place, because the Nazis think that they've got the details there. Well, that's a cool little thing to have. And then the most brilliant accessory, an alternative head of Tolt in his melting face. That is particularly brilliant and gruesome. I absolutely bloody loved that, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to get this figure, just so I can have him posed like that. And if they do the German colonel, whose name escapes me at the moment, you could have, because you've got the Belloc in ceremonial robes, you could have the 3 of them surrounded by your Ark of the Covenant, and reenact the final scene from the movie. If they did a German colonel who has a sucked in head as well. Now, does this head pop off? Oh, it does, but only after a bit of force. And then does this click on? Oh wow, that's very tough. Oh, there you go. That's particularly gruesome. I absolutely love that. I think that's brilliant. That is how I'm displaying this figure. Like that. That is absolutely brilliant. Well done, Hasbro, for including that. It's not the kind of thing you would normally get in a range that is aimed at kids. But obviously, the Adventure series, I think, is more aimed at collectors. But that is absolutely fantastic there. Yeah, that's going to be my default display option. Tolt with the melting face. Absolutely brilliant. Let's just see how easy it is to quickly pop his hand off. That came off a lot easier. So you could then... Oh, interestingly. Oh dear, okay. That came out far too easily. And there's the cat meowing. And there you go. So you can have him with the... that's very tough. Wow, that joint's not moving at all. There you go. That's what you get for being a Nazi, mate. You get melted by the power of the Hebrew God at the end of one of the best action-adventure films of all time. In fact, I would probably say it is the best action-adventure film of all time. I absolutely bloody love Raiders of the Lost Ark. That is brilliant. Look at that. That is particularly gruesome. So there we have it. Let's stick the old coat on there. Having posed with the coat, we're going to have a stick him next to Indy. Hopefully I can get him to bloody stand at some point. It's all about those feet, I think, and those legs. They're just not for standing at all. Oh, is he going to stand long enough? No. Anyway, let's just lean him up against there. That's a bit better. There you go, Arnold Toht from the Indiana Jones Adventure series. What an absolutely brilliant figure. And, you know, you have to have a Nazi or two to have Indiana Jones fight against and obviously go up against. Interestingly enough, one word of thought before we wrap up the video. This line doesn't appear to have a lot of villains in it. Yes, we've got Belloc and Tolt in this first wave. They've done, I think it's a Target and Amazon exclusive of Walter Donovan, which is Julian Glover's character from The Last Crusade. But we have no villains yet from the Temple of Doom, and there's 3 Temple of Doom figures in the second wave, as well as 2 figures from Dial of Destiny. They have said that there is a Mads Mikkelsen figure due in, I think, a forthcoming wave. And he's obviously the main Nazi character in the Dial of Destiny, the upcoming new film, which I'm really looking forward to. But I have seen it messaged on Twitter and on some message boards and stuff that we may not get Molaram. We may not get the Cairo swordsman. We may not get the Fuggy guard. We may not get any Nazi soldiers, just because of the change in cultural sensitivities, and that those characters might not seem appropriate for a toy line. Now, I kind of get it if the toy line was aimed at kids, but let's face it, these figures really aren't aimed at children. They're aimed at collectors. Yes, it does say 4+ and small parts not for children under 3 years on that, but those are standard security. They're standard safety disclaimers that you would have on all kinds of packaging like this. So it would be a great shame if we didn't have like the main villains from each of the Indiana Jones films. So we'll just have to keep an eye out on future announcements and see whether or not that is actually true. But there you have it. There is Major Arnold Toht in his brilliant face melting phase. Or you can have him displayed with the normal head there of actor Ronald Lacey. So a great addition to your Indiana Jones Adventure series line. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please leave us a like. It really does help out the channel, and if you haven't already subscribed or hit that notification bell, then do so to be notified whenever we upload any brand new videos. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and keep watching Bearded Geek Toy Reviews for more cool stuff. We'll see you soon. Bye now.